Many nonprofits are dealing with the same pattern. Cost of everything is increasing, but donations are going down. This means nonprofits are not only relying on community support, but need grants to continue to help people in our community. Joining me now to talk about grant opportunities is Libby Hykins, the owner of GrantWatch, and Marcia Jaquez, a grant writer who has worked with several nonprofits. Thank you guys so much for being here today.
Thank you. It's our pleasure.
So, Libby, you have a really great story. Your fundraising starts with your time in a New York school district. So can you tell us about that story?
Well, probably just like all of your listeners, you have an idea about something that you want to implement, and you go to your supervisor in a nonprofit or in a school or wherever, and the money isn't there. But you really have passion because you know it's going to work. And that's what happened with me. And as a result of no money being there, I learned how to write grants. I was at the school district every afternoon and they were teaching me, and I was creating my grant application. And I won one of 4 schools in the entire United States as a first-time grant writer. So while my story is unique, it happens all the time. First-time grant writers win grants.
That's incredible. So, Marcia, do nonprofits not realize that this funding is there for them, or is it just that they're unsure of how to really apply?
I think that it's a both answer. The first answer is they really are not aware, many of them, especially new startup nonprofits, and they don't know where the resources are necessarily to find grants, which is why GrantWatch is such an incredible opportunity, because it really is able to link them to where grants and open RFPs are and give them an idea of what funding is out there for them. The other situation is that they may not, and why they need to hire outside grant writers, the infrastructure or the resources, the know-how, the skills to write a grant.
And Marcia is with GrantWatch since, what, 2012?
Correct.
2012, when I started Grant Writer Team. And she joined Grant Writer Team and was using GrantWatch. And so we've known each other since then.
That's amazing. So what's the impact that you guys have seen on these nonprofits from the grants that you guys are writing?
Well, the nonprofits grow. That's what happens. It's a cascade event, right?
It's a capacity builder. It gives them the revenue that they need to not only grow, start pilot programs, to expand, to have seed money where they otherwise might not be able to even start their nonprofit.
And when a nonprofit or a school, they get one grant, the next time they apply, they can say that they manage funds from this organization. Now they have 2 grants. Now they can have a list of 3 grants that they manage. It just grows and grows. So even though the first grant may be for a small amount of money, it's still, that's your beginning. That's your basis for everything.
That's really good to know. So what would you say to those nonprofits out there who are planning for their budget next year and they're worried that, they may not be able to pay the people who are working for them?
Apply, 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 right?
Right, absolutely. And I would really suggest, if I could, that, Libby wrote this amazing book, and this is really for nonprofits. It's called The Queen of Grants, and you can get it on Amazon, and it really...
Barnes & Noble, Walmart.
It's an opportunity for really nonprofits that, when I mentioned, don't have the resources, the infrastructure, or the know-how, where to even begin. This is a foundation. This is where they can learn how to get started.
Yeah, super good to know. I love it. The Queen of Grants, it's the best. Okay, Libby, Marcia, thank you guys so much for being here. We really appreciate you. And then we also have the website on our screen. You can visit grantwatch.com for more. Thank you guys again. We really appreciate you sharing your time with us and for everything you're doing for our community.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course.